Okay, so we just got out of the Owen seminar. Owen actually wasn't there, it was Sid, but it was an awesome experience. We learned a lot of stuff, and right now we're in this place. We don't know what it is. It's kind of cool. So I thought I was going to put the camera and we could put some thoughts really quickly. Right now that we have the energy, what do you think? Well, what do you feel?
Well, I'm stunned.
Let's actually walk that way for fun.
I'm stunned because, I actually learned a lot. The guy was amazing, a great speaker. He came into the room with a good energy. He talked to everybody, gave them advice. And yeah, it was a cool experience. And hopefully we come tomorrow. And I didn't get to see Owen, though. That was the main part of the trip, right? To see the man himself. But sadly, he wasn't there.
Maybe he'll be there tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
Maybe he'll be there tomorrow, and it's like from 2 p.m. or something. We obviously can't come that early, but I think if you're down, we could go on the next day to actually see the man himself. It's probably going to be his last free tour, so we don't want to waste that opportunity. But this one was awesome. I have a newfound respect for Sid. I had never heard of him before. But now I'm definitely going to look into his teachings a little more. And I took some notes for me not to forget them. And I'm definitely going to try to revisit them and try to internalize them so that I actually can live that lifestyle that I want. How about you? Did you take any notes?
I took mental notes, but I was just enjoying the whole experience. And question though, if you had the money right now, you would have signed up?
How did you know I didn't? Look, if I had already like my business going like super well and I'm making thousands and thousands, probably would have done it, even though there the obstacle would have been not the financial, obviously it would have been the nerves of like, oh man, like he said, he was gonna put us through the fire. But that's how you learn, that's how you grow. And I would have done it if I had the money, even if I was nervous, because you have these other people that are also feeling nervous, and
they're gonna do it.
Honestly, after all these years that I've been going out there and trying new things and going on dates and simply doing things that are difficult for me, I've taught myself and I've discovered that I have it in me. Like I have that potential, I have that good personality, I can have a conversation, I can be charismatic if I just let go. Like I'm being right now, like I'm just being real. I'm explaining whatever is in my head, and I can create thoughts that are easy to understand if I'm just myself. And that's the same thing that I would do right there. I would just remind myself, okay, I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been through that. Things that were very difficult for me that at some point I felt like they were impossible. Like I was like, oh, no way I could ever do that. And I did it, and it was much easier than I thought. And I discovered when I put myself through that fire, I overcame. Like there's just that survival thing. And I know that if I would have done that, same thing would have happened. Yes, I would have felt nervous, I would have felt anxious, but I would have adapted. Just like if you're put in the seminar, like some people were put in the seminar right there and they had to speak and they were like, oh, super anxious. I probably would have been like nervous as I was walking there, but like
You're a good speaker.
I'm a good speaker, but I'm gonna be very honest with you because I'm not gonna pretend I'm a freaking god. Every time that I've had to do like a seminar, not a seminar, like a presentation in college, and it looked like that seminar, it literally like a classroom, right? I would feel nervous as I was approaching, but then I decided to do the same thing, like let go, not care, just express myself, and whatever came out naturally and genuinely, that flow would activate. And those presentations were awesome, and I proved myself time and time again that I could speak, and that's why you think that, right?
Yeah.
But this would have happened again because it's not something that I do all the time, like public speaking or anything like that. So as I would have been walking up, probably would have been a little bit nervous, not panicking, because I'm much more confident about myself and more comfortable in my skin than I was years ago. But even back then, I could adapt when I was put in that spot. So yeah, in this case, just approaching, I would have been nervous, but then right there and then, boom, I would have let go, consciously decided to let go, and I would have killed it. Part of me was actually thinking like, damn, now I wish I was there to show them all.
You would have led the rune or lead the rune, like you said.
Honestly, yeah, I would have been like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna talk about anything I want, and I would have been like, okay, here I am, I'm on this spot, and then boom, I would have just let things come at me naturally without having to like look for validation or overthink things.
You would have talked about music, gym stuff.
Well, first I would have talked about how awkward I felt right there in the moment. I would have been like, I feel kind of awkward. I kind of expected it. Like sometimes people are put right here on the spot, and I was kind of afraid of it. But you know what? Here I am, and I'm gonna embrace it. And yeah, so I'm gonna tell you my experience on how I discovered Owen. It's a long time ago, and then I would have just,
Okay.
you see how right now I just started improvising.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have done, and whatever you say can already expand into millions of things as long as you're right there comfortable with yourself and in that flow state. And I know it could seem like gibberish, but once you feel that flow state, like, oh, it's so easy to just say things without overthinking it.
Question. I know you have your goals and dreams, but let's assume that you do go to this boot camps, right? And you hit it off with Owen, with Seth, and all of the coaches. What if they invite you to join them?
The team?
Be under Owen's wing. Would you?
Hell yeah.
Would you go?
Hell yeah.
So that will be your calling, or you will still do your.
I'd still do the music and those things for sure. Okay. For sure, I would look. Actually, that probably would have. Maybe for a time, I'd have to sacrifice a little bit of it. If I don't know, maybe I'm touring and like Sid, for example, he lives with Owen in the Hollywood Hills. So they literally took a plane here, and they're probably going from city to city. So maybe for a while it would have to be halted, but no, I would never give up on music ever, no matter what I do.
I think you will become one of the most look after coaches if you become, a coach from always business or corporation, because one, you're into fitness, you're a musician guy, you write novels, you're a man of many talents, basically. So you will be the popular guy. I think you would perform most of them.
Oh, you're too sweet, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm being honest. Like, I know you potentially have a lot in you, and you just need to release.
Yeah, in a way, I've released it, but to get to that level, I would have to like go through it consistently. But I know what you're talking about. Sure. You're talking about that potential, and thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I do want to start doing more videos like this and create my own little.
Or like create your own
RSD. No, I'm kidding. RSD's dead.
But I mean, like, I think we can do. You can do it as well. Like, become like someone like Owen. Like, just be you. I mean, you're being yourself. Like you talk normally with confidence. You carry yourself. Like you own your own self, right? You're a bubble. Like I remember when you told me, like, hey, I was walking to the mall, and I was just being on my own lane, and I was being myself, and I just felt like everybody was looking at me, and that was the main character, in which you are technically, because you're your main character. So you said you felt amazing, you felt that sensation, and
okay, yeah. When was that though? Like how long ago?
Last year.
And I just feel like the main character. I mean, I do feel like the main character all the time.
True.
But the thing that I want to bestow upon you, that's a word you would say in a novel or anime, is you need to be the main character of your story. Mm-hmm. Everybody's the main character of their own life. But yes, I think where you're getting at is I have that main character energy that they say, and not everybody has it.
Sure.
Yes, but that all comes with just being comfortable with your damn self. Like every time that I've had those great conversations, like today we had that conversation with those guys, right? Mm. And it was going well. I was like, kind of like leading the conversation in some way.
I was talking to people for once in my life.
Yeah, I was very proud of you when you were talking to strangers. I was like, I'm just gonna let him survive this, and he's gonna adapt. And you started feeling better as the night progressed, right? Much better than the beginning, right?
True. I mean, I would say like. I guess those people that we're talking to, especially the guy that was talking to my left, I would say he was like at my level of shyness and comfort. Because I did try to, I was like kind of leading the conversation, asking the questions, and so he was just responding. So he didn't have that energy or more effort in a sense.
So you kind of notice that difference with
Yeah.
other kind of energy, like
Mhm.
me or maybe the guy next to me.
And the guy that you were talking to, like I did spoke with him in Spanish. Hey, I'm dating this Colombian girl, this and that. He recommended me a book, The Rational Man, I think it's called.
The rational male.
Except that one, yeah.
If you want, but please protect it from your mother that always destroys your stuff. I have that book, and I actually read it. I never finished it.
Mhm.
I will say this about that book. Obviously, we could go deeper on this in another video, but take it with a grain of salt.
Okay.
It has some realities of psychology, especially
Okay.
female psychology, but don't let it make you jaded.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that before I lend you the book. It's a good book, but don't take it to the extreme. Right? It's a book where you know the knowledge.
I will.
Huh?
I will.
No, don't take it to the extreme, or else I won't lend you the book. But yeah, I have the book, bro, and I have a bunch of other books. I think you're gonna join the rabbit hole. But remember, even Sid was saying like how the red pill has lost some of its thing that made it it's so interesting because it's just guys complaining.
Yeah, it's
like
whiners. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, women are this, women are that. It's like, sure, there are toxic women, but there are also toxic men. There are just toxic people. Toxic people. And something that my mentor taught me, and it took me so long to actually ingrain it in my brain, was sure, there are those kind of people. But you don't have to interact with those people. Just go look for the right woman.
Yeah. The right people, yeah.
The right people for you, the right friends, the right connections. And when it comes to women and dating, the right women. If a woman is like exhibiting those toxic traits, you just don't
move out. Yeah,
you just don't deal with it and move on. So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, it does have its value, but some people, like that book, has that value, but some people do take it to the extreme and they become those whiners.
True.
And for a time, I'll be honest, I was one of those whiners. Like, I mean, I didn't go around the world, but I felt that way. And now with having those experiences that I've told you so many times, like going on dates, having like the girlfriend I have, all those positive experiences, and even the negatives that were shown to me that, they're not as bad as I had thought. They opened my eyes like, oh man, that extreme thinking, not good, no bueno. But as long as you use that knowledge to inspire you and use it for good.
All right. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
So any departing thoughts of this experience of the first night of the last free tour seminar of Owen Cook that actually today we had with Sid?
I would say we're all the women. Well, there's only like maybe 2 or 3. Remember the last one that came in, bro?
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Remember that we were all so distracted by her beauty that even Sid noticed. He was like, guys, what was it, like, focus? I know it's a woman, but
yeah. But yeah, it's a cool event. Hopefully they said it was the last time they were doing this, right?
Owen said that this is like the last year that he's doing those free tours, or just in general seminars, and he's gonna focus on a podcast. So that's how I convinced you, like, hey, bro, watch this video. That's how I convinced him, by the way. To like, I sent him a video about like finding your lane and stuff like that, and he liked it. And I told him like, hey, he's coming to Miami. This may be our last chance.
One of the things that I mentioned in the beginning, it was like I thought we were gonna be going to an auditorium, like a bigger place, but it was for more like a college class. And it's funny, look, it was it's $20, and obviously, like you said, like if you don't like it, you can ask for the money back. And it was a small room, like there was not too many people. I'm surprised.
Yeah, who knows why? But that's why I was telling you earlier that that's why it takes them until the due date, basically, for the seminar to happen, for them to tell you the location and the time and all those things, because it depends on how many people. Okay. You don't want to have like already like this big auditorium, but then you have
like 2 or 3 people.
The less quantity. But it was still good, and honestly, we got the value right. I took some notes, like I said earlier, and I'm gonna think about them. I'm gonna show them to you, and then we can have like deeper conversations, but maybe have some of them on video. But first of all, I want to say thank you for coming.
I got you.
Maybe we'll go tomorrow and actually meet Owen. That's gonna be cool. Maybe our last chance.
Okay.
But it was awesome experience, right? We learned a lot, and I could see how you were feeling more calm.
I was
confident and all that, and me too. I started feeling better. So until the next time.
Jairo, spin it up.
Goodbye, people. Let's go.